Emily Eman is back with us, and Em, you know I've said this for years. For your sports entertainment dollar, there is simply nothing better than Big Ten women's volleyball. You have a point every time the ball goes up in the air. You have unbelievable athleticism, down to the wire, 5-set matches, weekend after weekend inside the Big Ten, and now this year, the added element of the first ever Big Ten volleyball tournament.
There is nothing more exciting as a volleyball fan than when they announce the Big Ten volleyball tournament. It's consistently been the top volleyball conference in the country for years. We're seeing it just get more and more dominant, and those teams at the top just get better and better. It's going to be so much fun in Fishers in late November, and I'm excited because we have a great regular season that leads up to it.
And, of course, an auto bid into the NCAA tournament, though so many teams from the Big Ten always part of the NCAA as the at-large, maybe gives another team that wouldn't otherwise have a chance the opportunity to get into the NCAA tournament. It does affect the scheduling a little bit. So for the first time ever, 17 one-play matches. You play each opponent in the Big Ten one time, means you have 9 home matches one year, 8 away the next year. It switches to an 8-9 format. We just worked our way through half the conference. We begin again with a look at what Illinois will face in 2026.
Yeah, and what I like about Illinois' schedule is they're hosting a lot of those other middle-of-the-pack teams. They get Michigan, Michigan State, USC. We'll see how they'll shake out. USC, UCLA, and then rival Northwestern, which is, I think, a really big advantage for Illinois. And this team brings back most of their starters. They also have got opposite Peyton Chapman, who's a great transfer coming in from Tennessee. I think this Illini team is going to be better than people think, and they have been working so hard the last few years, always right in the bubble of making the tournament.
They had the talent last year. I just think Chris Thomas was looking for a little bit more consistency week in and week out, and to make sure you close out those matches in which you are favored. Though in this league, it's awfully tough to be favored weekend after weekend. Our attention now heads to East Lansing and what Michigan State has on its schedule coming up this fall.
Yeah, and the big one here is Michigan State gets to host Michigan. They beat them at home last season, so they get that kind of second time around to try to do the same thing. I'm really excited to see what they do in year 2 under head coach Kristen Kelsey. The expectations for this group, they exceeded last year, especially in year 1 of a new head coach. You never know how it's going to go. They established their systems, and now I think it's time for this team to kind of sail.
I loved getting to catch up with Kristen last year for Big Ten volleyball media days. She was very clear and transparent. She said, listen, I know this is a big ask, but I'm not here to just hang around. I want to win, and they did really have a terrific first season under her leadership.
They absolutely did, and she was one of my coaches at Northwestern my senior year, and I can tell you there is no person that you want to play for more. I think she's going to do phenomenal things year in and year out.
Oregon saw a transition last year after Matt Ulmer left for the Kansas job and Coach Trent Kirsten took over. 2026 is always a little bit easier, Emily, in year number 2 because you just feel a little bit more familiar with everything, including the travel.
Yeah, the travel helps a lot now that you have another year under your belt. They bring back Big Ten Freshman of the Year, Alana Clemente, that I think a lot of people were questioning whether she was going to come back in a Ducks jersey. I think that says a lot about Trent Kirsten as a head coach coming into year 2. Again, you have those systems in place, and as many people as you can keep as possible is huge in this transfer portal age. So I think this team is going to continue to excel. They also get Washington at home, which helps. I think that'll, help them. They didn't win a set against them last year, so we'll see this season how they do. Year 2, systems in place, ready to go.
I will say, I think to me, Clemente was maybe one of the more underrated players nationally last year, and I think she's ready to make a huge leap this season.
Yeah, Clemente started off, like a freshman, as most do, up and down, and then she just got more and more dominant as the season went on. And at the end, there's really no question of who's going to win that Freshman of the Year award. She was dominating.
And now perhaps becomes a national star as well this season. Stay on the West Coast and look at what awaits the Washington Huskies in 2026.
Yeah, again, for Washington, they have to go to Oregon. They swept them both times last season. So this year, maybe we'll see a more competitive match because they have to go on the road there. And when you look at last season, too, they finished 13th in the Big Ten, but they kind of finished better than they looked. They actually finished in the top 50 of the RPI, but they had such a tough schedule, and they had some close losses late in the year that put them under 500, so they didn't qualify for the NCAA tournament. And under Leslie Gabriel, she does such a good job with that crew. I mean, she is the heart and soul of the Huskies. I think she's going to get them really ready to go for this tough Big Ten schedule this season.
I think it's interesting for Washington because even though you have to play 9 conference away games this year, Oregon, UCLA, USC, each of the other 3 West Coast teams are part of that 9-game road schedule, which actually eases up that travel a little bit for Washington in 2026. All right, Em, what about Northwestern?
Yeah. Well, I like that they're hosting a lot of those middle-of-the-pack teams. They've got Michigan, Michigan State, and UCLA. Those are big turning points for them. If they can get 1 or 2 of those matches, it would be huge for the NCAA hopes. And look, 2025, they were the only Big Ten team in the bottom 6 to actually have a winning record. So I think they're doing a really good job under a new head coach. They're in rebuilding mode, but they're bringing in key transfers that are really physical. And I'm excited to see what Tim Nolens does with this crew. I love him as a coach. I went to Northwestern, and seeing that program just get better really just warms my heart.
It's always nice to see a team like Nebraska as well come to your building, even though it's not a match that you're likely going to win. I was at that match in Evanston a couple of years ago, and the excitement level is off the charts.
Oh, it's awesome. And anytime some of those bigger teams come to Northwestern, they pack that place. Yep. There are so many Big Ten fans around in the Chicago area that want to see good volleyball, and this is really kind of their only shot. And it's really fun when you got those big names coming to town.
Iowa Hawkeyes, typically in the last few years, Emily, they've gotten off to really good starts in non-conference play. They build things up, and then they're trying to hold their water once they get into the meat of their conference schedule.
Yeah, Iowa, to me, for the last few seasons, has been the #1 team that you really can't feel like you should overlook. They get upsets, and they're playing literally everyone close, especially when they're playing at home. You looked at the 2025 season, they beat Michigan State, Illinois, and took Minnesota and Indiana to 5. This is a team you absolutely cannot sleep on, and it's great that they host Minnesota, Purdue, USC, and UCLA again. Maybe an upset in there. You never know for the Hawkeyes.
Yeah, I really like that schedule. I just like the mentality of this team and watching them. They never give up in a match. A couple of those 5-setters, they were down 2-0 and came back. They've done that multiple times over the last few years. Turn our attention to the Ohio State Buckeyes in their 2026 slate.
Yeah, really excited for this one. And head coach Jen Flynn-Oldenburg, she always produces some of the most fun teams to watch in the conference, which is always really exciting. They have setter Mia Tumin back for her senior season, and it's really huge to have that experience leading kind of a younger, more inexperienced squad, because there's a lot of question marks right now for the Buckeyes and how they're going to come out. But again, Jen Flynn-Oldenburg is always going to make sure her teams are ready to go. And I like that they host Indiana, Purdue, and Wisconsin. Maybe can get a few people because the Cavelli Center is awesome. Yep. It's a great arena.
Rutgers needs the kind of season that gives this program a little bit of momentum moving forward.
Yeah, and their home schedule is actually really tough this season compared to their away schedule. They've got 6 of 9 home matches that are teams from the top half of the Big Ten last year. So they're really going to be tested at home. But I love what Caitlin Schweihofer has done with this team. They're consistently playing teams close, and that atmosphere has only gotten better and better. When those big names come to town, too, it's always exciting. I'm sure it'll be packed for, when Wisconsin comes, when USC comes. And they've got star pin Aspen Maxwell back, who's going to continue to really carry a heavy load and lead that group.
Yeah, they move some of those big-time matches into Jersey Mike's, always a nice bonus as well. And last but not least, the Maryland Terrapins. Yeah,
Maryland, look, they're coming off of a tough season, but Adam Hughes, they've hired 2 new assistants to kind of help out and strengthen the offense and the defense. Something the Maryland's always known for is that blocking. And so anytime a team comes to town, it is one of the toughest environments to play in. I think people don't realize that about Maryland, but it's a small arena. The band sits right behind your bench, too, so even when you're in a timeout, you cannot hear anything that your coach is saying. I can say that from personal experience. They also bring back their top 2 middles that I know they're excited about. Again, great blocking team, and I'm looking for them to make strides this season.
One of the best things to me about Big Ten volleyball is just when you think you have it figured out, you actually don't have it figured out. Last year was the perfect example. Everyone in the world expected Nebraska to roll to and through the national championship. That didn't happen, and it just goes to speak to the level of talent inside the Big Ten and nationally right now in this sport.
Yeah, the Big Ten is so good in volleyball, and they only continue to get better. You talk about a team like Nebraska, I would expect them to have the same kind of season this year. They went 33-1. I expected them to roll through the national championship as well. That's what makes NCAA volleyball so exciting. I think that's also what's going to make this regular season so exciting because the teams only play each other once. And then you head into the Big Ten tournament. I have no idea what's going to happen, but it's really fun that a lot of teams get that postseason feel that they haven't had in the past. The top 15 teams make it, and that last 6 or so teams wouldn't make the NCAA tournament, but now they get a chance to potentially do it and get that auto bid.
Just one time that your favorite team plays against your most hated rival, so don't blink or you're going to miss it. Emily Eman, terrific stuff as we work our way through the 2026 Big Ten volleyball schedule. A very special guest joining us next here on Big Ten Today. We have the honor of introducing Michigan State student athlete Maddie Lawler, this year's national female winner of the Jackie Robinson Award.